Vihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari.
Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari.
Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari.
Yashoda Nandana Vrajajana Ranjana.
Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Nittai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Sripad Gurudev, Sripad Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Sripad Gurudev, Sripad Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev.
जय गुरु महाराज शिला श्रीपाद की जय, जगत गुरु
Jai
शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 1. The Supreme Lord is equal to everyone. Text number 9. Jyotiradir iva bhati. Haribol, can you unmute our participants to repeat?
Maharaj taken.
Jyotiradir Vibhati
Jyotiradir ivavati
Sanghatanna Vivichyate
Sangatana vivichyate
Vidanti Atmanam Atmastham
Vidanti atmanam atmastham
Atmastam
Matitva Kavayo Antatha.
Matitva kavayo antah.
Translation: The all-pervading personality of Godhead exists within the heart of every living being, and an expert. No, you repeat afterwards. And an expert thinker can perceive how he is present there to a large or small extent. Just as one can understand the supply of fire in wood, the water in a water pot, or the sky within a pot, one can understand whether a living entity is a demon or a demigod by understanding that living entity's devotional performances. A thoughtful man can understand how much a person is favored by the Supreme Lord by seeing his actions. Please repeat. The all pervading personality of Godhead
The all-pervading personality of Godhead
exists within the heart of every living being,
exists within the heart of every living being,
and an expert thinker can perceive
and an expert thinker can perceive
how he is present there
how he is present there
to a large or small extent.
to a large or small extent.
Just as one can understand
Just as one can understand
the supply of fire in wood,
the supply of fire in wood,
the water in a water pot,
the water in a water pot,
or the sky within a pot,
or the sky within a pot,
one can understand
one can understand
whether the living entity
whether a living entity
is demon or a demigod
is a demon or a demigod
by understanding
by understanding
that living entity's devotional performances.
that the living entity's devotional performances.
By understanding that living entity's devotional performance. Okay. A thoughtful man
A thoughtful man
can understand
can understand
how much a person is favored
how much a person is
by the
favored
Supreme Lord
by the Supreme Lord
by seeing his actions.
by seeing his actions.
Purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In Bhagavad Gita 10:41, the Lord says, Yadyad ubhitimat sattvam Srimad urjitam evava tattad evava gachatvam mama tejo amsa sambhavam. Know that all beautiful, glorious, and mighty creations spring from but a spark of my splendor. We have the practical experience of seeing that one person is able to do very wonderful things, whereas another cannot do same things and cannot even do things that require only a little common sense. Therefore, how much a devotee has been favored by the Supreme Personality of Godhead can be tested by the activities the devotee has performed. In the Bhagavad Gita 10:10, the Lord says, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. To those who are constantly devoted and who worship me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. This is very practical. A teacher instructs the student if the student is capable of taking more and more instructions. Otherwise, in spite of being instructed by the teacher, the student cannot make strides in his understanding. This has nothing to do with partiality. When Krishna says, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajitam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam, this indicates that Krishna is prepared to give bhakti yoga to everyone, but one must be capable of receiving it. That is the secret. Thus, when a person exhibits wonderful devotional activities, thoughtful man understands that Krishna has been more favorable to this devotee. This is not difficult to understand, but envious persons do not accept that Krishna has bestowed his favor upon a particular devotee in accordance with his advanced position. Such foolish persons become envious and try to minimize an advanced devotee's activities. That is not Vaishnavism. A Vaishnava should appreciate the service rendered to the Lord by other Vaishnavas. Therefore, a Vaishnava is described in Srimad Bhagavatam as Nirmatsara. Vaishnavas are never envious of other Vaishnavas or of anyone else, and therefore they are called Nirmatsaranam Satam. As Bhagavad Gita informs us, one can understand how one is situated, how one is saturated with Sattva Guna, Rajo Guna or Tamo Guna. In the examples given herewith, fire represents the mode of goodness. One can understand the constitution of a container of wood, petrol, or other inflammable substances by the quality of the fire. Similarly, water represents Rajoguna, the mode of passion. A small skin and the vast Atlantic Ocean both contain water. And by seeing the quantity of water in a container, one can understand the size of the container. The sky represents the mode of ignorance. The sky is present in small earthen pot and also in outer space. Thus, by proper judgment, one can see who is a devata or demigod and who is an asura, yaksha or rakshasa, according to the qualities of sattva guna, rajoguna, and tamoguna. One cannot judge whether a person is devata or an asura or a rakshasa by seeing him, but a sane man can understand this by the activities such a person performs. A general description is given in the Padma Purana. Vishnu Bhakta Smruto Daiva Asuras Tad Viparyayaha. A devotee of Lord Vishnu is a demigod, whereas an asura or yaksha is just the opposite. An asura is not a devotee of Lord Vishnu. Instead, for his an asura is not a devotee of Lord Vishnu. Instead, for his sense gratification, he is a devotee of the demigods, bhutas, pretas, and so on. Thus, one can judge who is a devata, who is a rakshasa, and who is an asura by how they conduct their activities. The word Atmanam in this verse means Paramatmanam. The Paramatma, the Super Soul, is situated in the core of everyone's heart. Antataha. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter 61, verse Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hrudadesa Arjuna Tishtati. The Ishvara, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, being situated in everyone's heart, gives directions to everyone in terms of one's capabilities in taking the instructions. The instructions of Bhagavad Gita are open to everyone, but some people understand them properly, whereas others understand them so improperly that they cannot even believe in the existence of Krishna, although reading Krishna's book. Although the Gita says Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, indicating that Krishna spoke, they cannot understand Krishna. This is due to their misfortune or incapability, which is caused by Rajo Guna and Tamo Guna, the modes of passion and ignorance. It is because of these modes that they cannot even understand Krishna. Whereas an advanced devotee like Arjuna understands him and glorifies him, saying, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. You are the supreme Brahman, the supreme abode and purifier. Krishna is open to everyone, but one needs the capability to understand him. By external features, one cannot understand who is favored by Krishna and who is not. According to one's attitude, Krishna becomes one's direct advisor, or Krishna becomes unknown. This is not Krishna's partiality. It is his response to one's ability to understand him. According to one's receptiveness, whether one be a devata, asura, yaksha, or rakshasa, Krishna's quality is proportionately exhibited. This proportionate exhibition of Krishna's power is misunderstood by less intelligent men to be Krishna's partiality. But actually it is no such thing. Krishna is equal to everyone, and according to one's ability to receive the favor of Krishna, one advances in Krishna consciousness. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives a practical example in this connection. In the sky, there are many luminaries. At night, even in darkness, the moon is extremely brilliant and can be directly perceived. The sun is also extremely brilliant. When covered by the clouds, however, these luminaries are not distinctly visible. Similarly, the more one advances in Sattva-guna, the more his brilliance is exhibited by devotional service. But the more one is covered by Rajoguna and Tamoguna, the less visible his brilliance, for he is covered by these qualities. The visibility of one's qualities does not depend on the partiality of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is due to various coverings in different proportions. Thus, one can understand how far he has advanced in terms of Sattva Guna and how much he is covered by Rajoguna and Tamoguna. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Silakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Jai Guru Maharaj Shila Shripad ki Jai, Jagat Guru Shila Prabhupada ki Jai. So, such a long purport given by Srila Prabhupada. So, things are more or less clear. There is no nothing Srila Prabhupada has left in this. So clear. The partiality of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is summarized in this purport. The whole chapter we can assume to Srila Prabhupada is summarizing in this sloka. Or in this sloka, everything is there to understand that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is equal to everyone. So we should not wrongly think that Krishna is favoring the devotees, partial to the devotees. His favoring the devotees is his impartiality, because he is ready to show favor to anybody, not only to devotees. So if one is not willing to take favor from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we cannot blame Supreme Personality of Godhead for being partial to those whom he is favoring. One has to claim the favor of Krishna by becoming a devotee or by becoming favorable to receive such favor. So those who are prepared to receive the favor from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they are devatas, right? And demons, and in the mode of ignorance. Who are in the mode of ignorance? Yesterday we read 8. Goodness, the sages and demigods flourish. When the mode of passion is prominent, demons flourish. When ignorance is prominent, yakshas and rakshasas will flourish. So yakshas and rakshasas, they harass people to enjoy themselves. And demons, they deny the existence of the Supreme Lord, but they work hard on their own to enjoy life. But the demigods and the sages, they depend on the Lord. They accept the supremacy or the existence of the Supreme Controller. So the quality of demons is given, Jagad Anishwaram. They think this world is running without an Ishvara. So therefore they don't accept the existence of the Lord. So therefore they don't accept the favor given by the Supreme Lord. And Supreme Lord wouldn't give his favor, who will reject the favor? Right? Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is supreme, so he wouldn't allow himself to be rejected. He knows whom to offer, whom not to offer, who will take it, who will not take it. So therefore, unless one becomes favorably situated to receive the favor from the Supreme Lord, he will not be able to receive the favor. Of course, the favor which the Lord is doing to every living being, it is the minimum favor is there, everybody, even in the demons. Because the Lord is existing in the heart of all beings and advising and giving whatever ideas. So, the minimum favor for this world to exist, the minimum favor for our body to exist, the minimum favor we can function through this body in this world, the favor is already there. Unless the Supreme Lord is favored, the living entity cannot act through the body, cannot use his body. So, in one sense, the Lord is favoring everybody already, because without the favor of the Lord, we cannot even, lift our hand or speak a single word. So, that favor is there for everybody. In that sense, the Lord is equal to everyone also. But and over on top of that, Lord is prepared to give further favor those who seek favor from Him. He is open to everybody. He is not closed to anybody. Right? So that is called impartiality. Like example is given, we have many competitive examinations. Right? Government fills the posts through the competitive exams. So those who ever give the competitive exams, those who perform better, they get the jobs. But if somebody doesn't even write the examination and start complaining that the government is partial only to those who are writing the examination, so this is called enviousness. You are given equal opportunity with everybody to write examination, competitive examination. You are not writing, and on top of that, you are blaming the government that the government is partial to those who are only writing examination. So that is enviousness and foolishness. Government is equal to everybody. And in the case of the Lord, everyone who writes the examination, he will get the job, or he will get the favor, or he will be successful. Because the Lord is Ananta. He has infinite capacity to favor. So therefore, not a single person will be turned down. Whoever approaches the Lord for favor, they will be given favor. There is no doubt about it. So, but only a demon will not approach the Supreme Lord because he is envious. That is what the demon is characterized by. They don't accept the Supreme Lord's supremacy, and they start their own plans, their own endeavors. And when they are successful, they think there is nothing beyond that. There is nobody who can stop them. Just like we will see in this canto, how Hiranyakashipu, he becomes so puffed up that he started thinking nothing can stop him. So the mode of ignorance is inevitable from the mode of passion. In the mode of passion, one forgets one's status. One forgets the status of the Supreme Lord. One forgets his limitations, his humble beginnings. So mode of passion inevitably will be associated with mode of ignorance. Otherwise, how would one become envious of the Supreme Personality of Godhead? So when one engaged in the Rajoguna, in enjoying, and so therefore the forgetfulness of the Supreme Personality of Godhead automatically results in, because the person is no more interested in the Supreme Lord, because everything is wanting is getting by his endeavor, or he has at least the hope that he will get it. But one who is expert thinker, if one thinks a little bit deeper, one can see the presence of the Lord in the heart. The Lord is in the heart and is favoring me. So one can see the presence of the Lord. Yeah, and very nice sloka Srila Prabhupada start the purports with. One can understand how much a person is favored. So given the devotees are there, demigods are there, so within them we can understand how much a person is favored by seeing the activities, by seeing the wonderful activities of the devotees. So of course we know if somebody is doing nice seva, producing very nice results, we know that he is doing wonderfully, is favored by the Lord. But there are more things than producing certain results, more wonderful things. If one is able to give up lust, anger, greed, and attachment, which are born of attachment, he is to be understood more wonderful. Somebody is producing nice results in the Bhakti Yoga. Yes, certainly he is favored. Only by the mercy of the Lord, he is able to do certain thing. But if somebody was able to detach himself from those results, he is to be understood more wonderful. So, in this way, there are more and more different levels. If one is free, not only detached from the results, he also detached from all other obligations. He is more wonderful. He not only freed himself from other obligations, but he is fully engaged in the Lord without any other engagements or other, purify himself fully so that he is not diverted by any other activity. So he is to be understood more wonderful. And if he's if somebody is able to tolerate the offenses for the pleasure of Guru and Krishna, he is to be understood. Is more wonderful. So in this way, we can understand how much a person is favored by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So wonderful activities, but generally what we see, we only see the results. Somebody making big building, or somebody is making a lot of followers, somebody is bringing a lot of money. Of course, it is only by the mercy of the Lord we are able to do it, but there are more wonderful things. So, in this way, if one doesn't claim proprietorship, and if one is situating himself on the transcendental platform, so he is more wonderful. One who is fully dedicated, one who is fully surrendered, he is the most wonderful. I do not know anything or anybody other than Guru and Krishna. And Guru and Krishna will say, we do not know anything other than this person. He is the most wonderful person. So that we should understand is more favored. So it is not that Krishna is choosing to favor somebody. So though we have come in the devotional service, our attitude plays a bigger role, main role in how much favor we receive from the Lord. The Lord is always trying to favor, but how much we are able to take, that depends on us, how much we are prepared. Lord keeps giving in his heart the more and more, further. When we travel certain distance in the bhakti, the Lord gives the next, what we have to reach. And when we work on that, the Lord gives the further. In this way, the speed depends upon us, how much we are able to accept the instruction of Guru and Krishna, how much we are able to give up other things. Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yogam. So Bhakti Yoga means Vairagya, means from other things. All other things seemingly results in the Bhakti, seemingly so many other things, results that we see. we have to develop everything other than Krishna. Everything other than not desired by Guru and Krishna. That is most wonderful. Anyabilashitam sunyam jnana karmadi anavrutam anukulyana Krishna anusilanam bhakti ruttama. When we are able to give up all other engagements, all our attachments, right? When we become a devotee, it is not that we have fully now become a pure devotee, or as soon as one become a devotee, all are equal devotees. No, there is there is more and more wonderful stages are there until one fully not interested in anything or anybody other than Guru and Krishna, their seva. Any material thing, they're not interested. They free themselves. So in this way, more wonderful. So how wonderful we are, it depends on how much we are able to accept the instructions of the spiritual master. Here Srila Prabhupada is saying. So because Guru is manifestation of Sri Krishna. So now Guru is giving instructions, as Srila Prabhupada has wonderfully explained here. Accordingly, how much one is able to take. Right? So Guru gives instructions and sees how much he is able to take. So therefore, then he changes the instruction. Right? So, but some he can even understand by interacting. Some he knows by giving instructions. Some even after knowing, he gives the instructions so that we can upgrade also. Very our nature, or we're not thinking in a certain direction, but spiritual master can still give instructions so that we can take advantage of that instruction and make a further progress. So therefore, we should not think that all instructions are on the same level. The instructions, of course, they're all transcendental from Guru's point of view, and they're perfect for the person. But at the same time, we should know that all instructions are not on the same platform. So, depending on the instruction, depending on how much the person is able to take up and free himself, detach himself from all other things other than the service of Sri Guru and Krishna, one is to be understood wonderful. So wonderful. Yeah, so Guru gives instructions. Some people take it, some people don't take it. So that is wonderful if one is able to really take the instructions of the spiritual master. So, and if one is not getting instructions which are on a higher platform, one should understand that he has to upgrade himself. So in this way, we can see how the Lord and the spiritual master, they are free. And in the Guru Maharaj's life also, we have seen many things like that. Many people, Guru Maharaj asked, don't enter Grihastha, but they enter. Okay, you enter, then you do this. So in this way, Guru changes instruction according to the level of the person. Level of the person is able to accept. So, but we cannot equate everything and make it every. But at the same time, we will not become disrespectful to any Vaishnava or not appreciative of service of any Vaishnava. From an individual Vaishnava point of view, one should be humble. At the same time, in respect to the others, one should be very appreciative. Whatever level one is, if one is engaged in Krishna's service, one is to be understood that he will come to the perfectional stage very soon. That is the beauty of the devotional service. The more wonderful thing is the bhakti itself. The bhakti is so wonderful that in due course of time, one comes to the perfect stage. But individually, I should not think I am equal. I am also at par with all the Vaishnavas. Because I also have a Guru, I also got an instruction. So therefore, I am also same. All instructions are same. Not the same. From individual point of view, one should know very well how other devotees are favored better. It is not any partiality. It is because of their readiness to render service. So this will be called Nirmatsara. Nirmatsara is a great quality. So in this way, one can understand the impartiality of Sri Guru and Krishna. They are impartial to anybody. But the most unfortunate thing is that we don't improve ourselves, but become envious of those who are receiving the favor. If anybody is to be envy, we have to envy ourselves. Or we want to be angry, we have to be angry with ourselves because we are not upgrading ourselves so that we can be favored more and more. Because even if they favor, we will not be able to take up. So that is the problem. So if I am not receiving favor, I am the only person to be blamed because I am not ready to accept. मैं घुमा रहा हूँ कुछ I have many reasons why I should not do certain thing, why I should not अन्याभिलाषितम शून्य, why I should not make अन्याभिलाषितम zero. I have so many reasons. So we are not ready. So therefore, if we have to blame anybody that we are not receiving favor of Guru Krishna, then only person to be blamed is myself, because I am not freeing myself from Anyabhilashita. Because when our Abhilasha is there, we will not be able to engage fully. Because our Abhilasha, our time has to be divided. So accordingly, Guru also enters into our life. How much you are able to allocate your time for Guru, that much only Guru will enter into our life. So therefore, but that is in our hands, how much we want to be. So if one is able to take the supreme instruction of the Lord, right? Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. So every activity we are involved, some dharma is involved, right? Every relationship we are involved, some dharma is involved with every living being. But the ultimate dharma is to render service to the Lord. So one should be prepared to give up all other dharmas. If one is prepared to give up all other dharmas to completely render service to the Sri Guru and Krishna, he is to be understood most wonderful. Right? We glorify our soldiers who are fighting for the country. They are giving up their life for the country because they have compromised their dharma to their family. Right? They have to give their time, they have to take care. There are so many things to do, but what they do, they just send the money and sacrifice all of the responsibilities and stand for the country, and we glorify them, how wonderful they are. The same thing with the devotee, one who is able to free himself from all other dharmas and make himself available to the service of Guru and Krishna. He is to be understood to be most wonderful, and he is the person who is most favored by the Lord. And we have seen that in the life of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada's business, he lost all the business, right? So a person who is calculating the wonderfulness of a devotee by seeing the results, oh, he lost his business, so he doesn't have favor of the Lord. But what Srila Prabhupada said, it is ultimate favor. And the ultimate favor of the Lord is that he removes other engagements, other obstacles to make the devotee fully render service to him. Srila Prabhupada, Lord Krishna did it to Srila Prabhupada because Srila Prabhupada can take it. Same thing if it is done to us, we will just give it up. Oh, after coming to devotional service, I lost this. Right? We will immediately give up the devotional service. So therefore, Krishna won't be doing such thing to us. Right? Krishna will be able to will do those things, special favors, only to special devotees, those who can take it. So therefore, one should be intelligent to see further higher things, not just immediate results. So that is one important lesson we have to make. Most wonderful thing is that Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. If one is able to give up all other responsibilities and duties and able to make himself available to service of Sri Guru and Krishna, he is to be understood to be most wonderful. Anyabhilashitam Sunyam Sarva Dharman Parityajya. He is to be understood to be most wonderful. And that should be our goal, to become most wonderful. That is our impetus. That is our goal. So in this way, we appreciate the impartiality of Guru and Krishna. Right? So that way we can give up our enviousness towards the devotees. We can give up our attachment. So that impetus should be always there. I want to attain the favor of the Lord. I want to attain the mercy of the Lord. I want to attain the shelter of the Lord fully. I want to attach myself to the lotus feet of the Lord fully. I don't want any other magnet to attract me away from the lotus feet of the Lord. So one who becomes very laulyam for that, for him, the Paramatma is already reached, Lord is already obtained. So that should be endeavor, slowly, give up all different layers of responsibilities, and fully available for the service of Guru and Krishna. Then we will receive instructions accordingly, favor accordingly, and also we will receive happiness also accordingly. We become more happy. The more we engage in the service of the Lord, the more we become happy, our constitutional position. That's all. Not possible to cover all the points, but Srila Prabhupada's is very wonderful. Hare Krishna. Any questions, please come forward.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you very much for this wonderful class and very practically explaining how we should go further. Yeah. If anyone is having any questions regarding today's class, they can raise their hand and ask His Holiness Bhakti Swarup Vaspati Maharaj Ji. Hare Krishna Maharaj Ji. I have a question, even though you have explained it, but I'm still asking it again. Here in the purport it is mentioned, or even we know that Krishna has conveyed Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. Even there are so many senior people who are against Arjuna and who are even in the team of Arjuna. Like opposite, we can see Karna, Bhishmaji, and in the team of Arjuna, we can see Yudhishthir, Dharmaraj. So even though they are present, Krishna has conveyed Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. So what are all the things that made it to happen? How Arjuna is eligible for that?
Yeah, other devotees can tell. Anybody knows why Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna? Anyone would like to answer? Let us see who are there. Shamchandra Prabhuji, can you tell why Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita only to Arjuna? Means to Arjuna? Yes, please.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj, Dandot Pranam. Thank you so much for a wonderful class. Jai Shila Sripad Maharaj, Jai Shila Prabhupada. I heard it while I'm driving to office in my car, but I'll answer this question in my limited knowledge. The two primary reasons why Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. Reason number one is that Arjuna is his friend, and it's very important to be in the close quarters of the Lord. And the second reason is Arjuna is also a devotee. So these two reasons, that is being a devotee as well as being his friend, automatically gave him the qualifications to receive this knowledge from the Lord. There are many more, but then these are the two primary reasons actually, as far as my understanding goes. You may kindly correct me or add more points to that.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Unfortunately, I'm driving today to office, so
So started going to the office.
actually, yeah, today after a long time, I'm going to office. There are some meetings lined up, so I kept this time exactly 1 hour time for the class by which I'll reach from home to office. I've just entered the gate of the office.
Very nice, Prabhuji. Thank you. Anyone else would like to answer our Prabhuji's question? Add more, anything? Yeah. So thank you, Prabhuji. Sanatan Prabhuji, is your question answered?
Yeah, Maharaj, a bit, partially. Yeah, because we also say all the devotees who are there as devotees only. Bhishma ji also devotee. We also say that. So what make Arjuna special?
Yeah, because Arjuna is ready to do anything for Krishna, and Krishna is ready to give all favor to Arjuna. Bhishma is not ready to give up his nationalism for Krishna. And Dharmaraj is not ready to give up his so-called morality for Krishna. But Arjuna is all out for Krishna. Anything. So that's why Arjuna is very dear to Krishna. Because Krishna is very dear to Arjuna. Right? So that's why we can understand. From today's class point of view, Arjuna is most surrendered to Krishna among all present. He is ready to do whatever Krishna wants. He is ready to give up any relation, right? In the beginning, he put forward, these are the problems I am facing. These are the reasons I am thinking is not good to fight. But when Krishna explained, he readily accepted. He gave up his friends, he gave up his relatives, he gave up his fathers, grandfathers, right? Teachers. So that is readiness of Arjuna. Arjuna is ready. Anything for Krishna. So if you are also ready like that, like Arjuna, then we will also get special favor like Arjuna got from Guru and Krishna. Okay, Prabhuji, that's all. We'll go to next question.
Thank you, Maharaji. Thank you. It seems our Balramji is having something maybe. And even I have seen the hands of Srikant Prabhu and Amrita Mataji, if I'm not wrong.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Maharaji, thank you. Thank you very much. It's a very nice class. I didn't hear everything because I was in the BI Bangalore class. So,
Hare Krishna.
yeah, about this Bhagavad Gita, I have just one comment. So, when you speak something about yourself, and if you feel somebody else, I mean, if this subject matter is not directly proved to everyone, then you should choose the people who are, who will not, if it is a secret that you are speaking, they will not think that you are just, what is that we say, because of your proudness, you are telling this. So, because Krishna speaks about the subject, about himself, what he is, and if you speak that to anyone who, doesn't believe you, then, it will be just create enviousness in them, and that will be not perfectly conceived by the other people. So that is the main reason, I think, why Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna only. The other points are just additional, I guess. But this is the main, because that's why Krishna says this is the Gupta Jnana. It's a secret. One should not explain this to who are envious about Krishna, because Krishna speaks about himself. I think that is the main reason. Yeah. Thank you, Maharaji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes. That is a demons. Even if it is true, they don't accept it. This is called enviousness. Krishna is supreme, but they cannot accept it. Okay, Prabhuji. Anyone next?
Yeah, if Srikant Prabhu and Amrita Mataji would like to say something, maybe, or ask. Okay.
Pranam.
Yeah. Yes, Mataji, please.
Pranam Maharajis and all the Maharajas and devotees. Pranam. Hare Krishna. Yes, it's a wonderful, really wonderful lecture. I just wanted to say the previous questions answers of what you already told, that Krishna chose Arjuna because he completely surrendered himself with, like as you shared that Anna Vilashita Sunna, where he loves Krishna completely, never complains anything for anything. So that's, and you beautifully explained this, that he compromised everything for Krishna because he loves Krishna, so Krishna loves him. And I question, I just want to ask that yes, everybody maybe has a desire to become a disciple like Arjuna, but this is not possible. And even in the Grihastha, in Grihastha, where there is so many responsibilities, even especially for a woman, then how it is possible? Because maybe she becomes an Anna Vilashita Shunna, but though there are responsibilities due to other family members, and which is also offered by Krishna, which is also given by Krishna, so she has to maintain all this. Then in this situation, how it is possible to become a disciple like a follower of Arjuna? That's it.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Yeah, in the whatever situation we are in, it is due to my desires, right?
Yes.
I am in the present situation because of my desires. That's what we are all. So we act according to the present situation, So we are under somebody, and there are people who are under us. So those duties we should perform nicely. But we should be ready any time, if requested by Guru or Krishna or our spiritual higher authorities, to give up those, right? You prepare for examination. Giving examination is one thing, and preparing examination is also another thing. So, if Guru and Krishna ask me, am I ready? Can I make those sacrifices? I am in family life, stuck in the family. But if I am asked to leave the family, am I ready? I perform my duties as whatever relation with different people. Yes, that is a dharma we must all do. But am I ready to give up those dharmas if I am asked? So we can prepare in that way. So when we are mentally prepared and emotionally mature, then the instruction will come to take us out. So, but preparation we can make. So, just like attached people, they do their duties very attentively and very nicely. Similarly, the devotees should do their duties equally, sincerely, and equally hardworking, equally nicely, but without attachment. So we should know that these are all only for some time. After that, I will have no connection with, I have no connection whatsoever with any of these people. Just like I didn't have any connection with my previous life. I had a father, I had a mother, I have wife or husband, I have sister, I have brother, I have friends, I have relatives, but none of them doesn't exist now. I don't have connection with any of them. Similarly, the present situation, after some time, I will not have any connection with any of these people. So in this way, one should develop vairagya, vidya, nija bhakti yogam. So whatever stage we are in, we should develop vairagya so that a real favor comes, right? Favor comes if we are ready. If we are not ready, then favor, Krishna already knows from within the heart, and Guru also sees. So one should be ready, right? And wait for the instruction. Express your readiness, right?
Yes.
Because we belong to the spiritual authorities. We should wait like Mother Sita was waiting for Lord Ram, right? Hanumanji has offered, Mother Sita, I can take you, sit on my shoulders, I can carry you to from Lanka to Ayodhya in no time, right? So, but Mother Sita said, no, I want to wait for Lord Ram. Lord Ram will come and take me. You are only sent as a messenger. So, to find out where I am, you do that. Similarly, when Ravana was passing so many abuses, Mother Sita says, I could burn you in one glance, but I don't have permission or I don't have order from my husband. Otherwise, I could burn you in one moment. So that's how we should wait for the instruction. We should be prepare our mind detached. It doesn't mean that we have to hate them or naturally we have affection. It is already there, but vairagya is not there. That is what we have to develop. We have to love at the same time be detached also. That is art of working. Knowing the ultimate destiny of ours. Ultimate destiny, we are none of these are going to remain with us. Those who are going to remain with us are Guru and Krishna. And whomever we are entrusted to render service. So we should know the transient nature of material things. So like Mother Sita, in the spirit of Mother Sita, we should be prepare ourselves to receive that favor, the instruction. So otherwise, will be difficulties will be there. So we cannot be attached like the materialistic people. At the same time, we should also prepare ourselves, work with detachment, and prepare our mind to give up. So this is very important, and this is what, where our heart is, that is where we will go. So therefore, we have to take our heart from everything in due course of time. So especially for Matajis, the spirit of the gopis. So they do their household activities very nicely, very expertly, so that they have time for Krishna. So whatever duties we have in the household, we should do very nicely, so that we have, everybody is happy, and also we have nice time for Krishna. And we should be very loving to everybody, kind to everybody. So naturally everybody will be inclined to us. But because of our own modes, our own ignorance, we become unkind to others. So we should be kind and affectionate to everybody and render our duties very nicely, so that we have time for Krishna. Because we cannot escape those duties as long as we are there. So therefore, we should do our duties nicely and prepare for detachment when we are asked, if you are asked to give up. So that is a test. Am I ready or not? Don't need to give up, but are you ready? Are you ready to jump? Right? So Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Maharaji. Beautiful explanation. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Maharaji. Srikant Prabhu, would you like to say something? Or? Okay, it seems not. Yes, Maharaji, if there is nothing more, maybe we can conclude by any concluding statement.
Okay, thank you all for your attention. And we'll join tomorrow 7:30. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Jai.
Jagat Guru Shila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Granth Shila Shripad ki Jai, Samasta
Jai.
Bhakta Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari.
His Holiness Bhakti Swarup Rajpat Maharaj ki Jai. Thank you, one and all for joining. See you all in tomorrow's class at 7:30. Hare Krishna.